So today, I bring you the kastking Assegai. And this is the freestyle version. It's 7/6, medium heavy, fast action, right? Alright. So, boom. What I paired up with? The new Spro Jason Elite reel. So, this right here was definitely on the list as soon as I seen it. So with the reel, 20 pounds of drag. So first things first with the reel, 20 pounds of drag, and you have 4 different gear ratios. So you have 5/6 to 1, 6/6 to 1, 7/3 to 1, and then you have 8/1 to 1. So, and they're all color coded on the handle. So your 5/6 to 1 will be green on the handle. Your 6/6 to 1 will be purple on the handle. Your 7/3 to 1 will be red on the handle. And your 8/1 to 1 will be orange on the handle. As you can see, they got colors just on the little tip on the end of the handle. So depending on what gear ratio you have, you will have a different color on the handle. And this is so you can identify it on your boat, on the floor of your boat, in your storage, whatever you need to do. You can identify what gear ratio you have. So 20 pounds of max drag with this. 20 pounds of drag. You got color coded handles, and they say it's a resin frame. So it's built around a resin frame, and they say that it makes it lightweight. You know, it's not a very heavy combo. So as far as the kastking Assegai goes, they say the features are a high modulus carbon core, 45-degree slanted carbon fiber, first high modulus carbon fiber, 45-degree slanted carbon fiber, latitudinal carbon fiber, and then a second high modulus carbon fiber. And these are all the layers of the rod. So they say it comes with a high 40 million modulus, 750,000 strain rate, graphite blank. They say nano resins are molded and forced into every micro space of the rod. The handle is cork with EVA inlays. So you get the best of both worlds. You get a cork handle, but then you also have EVA where your thumb and your palm and the end of your finger sit. So you have EVA inlaid in the cork. Another thing I like about this rod is this isn't foam. So the part that screws the actual reel in is not foam. It's actually hard. It screws into it nice and tight. So that's a decent part of the rod right there. You have a Fuji reel seat and Fuji guides on the rod. So, I mean, this is pretty much their top of the line, kastking's top of the line rod. You have an IM9 blank. So the reason why I went with this rod was because it was IM9. My last rod was IM9, and I can't find any other IM9 blanks. They're all IM6, IM7. They're all different ones, but this was the only one currently that was available. So There's nothing special about IM9 except for the fact that when I was using my last rod, it went through hell and back and it just stayed running. So that's the reason, that's the only reason that that rating IM9 was important for me. It's not that I know anything about it. I'm not pretending like I know something secret about it. I don't. I just know my last rod was IM9 and I wanted another one. So this was the only one on the market currently, and Kast provided. So high-end rod, high-end reel, and that's what we're coming with. So we got the Kast Assegai paired with the jasonchristie Elite Spro, made by Spro. They have 15 technique specific. Okay, they have 15 technique specific actions and lengths. So they got pretty much any kind of length action that you may need. My first initial thought on this rod was it's pretty much supposed to be an all around, you know, the freestyle, the all around, do everything rod. It's a little long, 7.6, a little long. We'll see how it plays out. I think it's the longest rod I've ever owned. I think the longest rod I've owned before this was 7.2, like 7.2, 7.3. So we'll see, you know, we'll see. I fish a lot of ponds, so this may get in the way. I may need a shorter rod to fish those ponds. I can already tell when I'm swinging around in the room around me, I'm tapping walls, tapping fans, and I gotta be very careful of where I swing it. So I can only imagine at a pond with a bunch of trees hanging down and stuff like that. Elite carbon blanks and a nano resin technology. So the blank is carbon, but they also have a nano resin that they mold into the blank to provide extra strength, right? So their claim is a 40 million modulus, 750,000 strain rate. And they claim that it is 5% lighter and has 30% more twist resistance, and it's 10% stronger than any other high-end fishing rod blank. So this is their claim. This is not me telling you this. This is their claim. So these are my first initial impressions, first initial thoughts. It feels good in the hand. It's light. I can move it. The rod has a good purchase. The handles are fat. They're knobby. For it to be a 7.6 foot rod, it's light. This whole combo is light. I can literally move the rod like a band stick. So, I mean, it's light, you know. I'm literally holding it by the end of the rod. There's not too many rods where you can hold by the end, the very end of the rod. They claim it has 30% more twist resistance and it's 10% stronger. So we'll see. We shall see. And the gear ratio on the reel that I went with was just the 6 to 1. I didn't want to go too fast. Definitely didn't want to go too slow. The gear ratio 6 to 1 is what I went with. Didn't want to go too fast. Didn't want to go too slow. Didn't want a 5. Didn't want it in the 5s. That's a little slow for me. 6 to 1 is where I like my spinnerbait fishing. That 7 range, a little bit faster, I could get away with, you know. So tired of hitting it. See, the rod is long, bro, so I keep freaking tapping. It's way longer than my other rods, way longer than any rod I'm used to, so I keep tapping the ceiling fan. And it's annoying me because it's a brand new rod. And y'all know you don't want to break your rod. So, 20 pounds of drag. But the drag, the ergonomics of the drag is like, it puts the handle right where you need it. It puts that little knob right where you need it. So I can undo it, I can do it, undo it. So I feel like the Kast Assegai is a great rod for top water, Texas rig, and also Carolina rig. So anything that you might need a side sweeping hook set on, the Jason Christie Spro Elite, I feel like I still need to do a little bit more testing to be sure of what I like and what I don't like. I like the knobs, they're big, they're grippy, but sometimes I feel like I would prefer a traditional knob over those big fat knobs. I'm still not sold on the fat knobs on a reel. Still not sold on them. On certain techniques, it feels good, but then on certain others, it just feels off. As far as that goes, it could be a little bit more backbone in it, but you know, I had full control of the fish. It was a 433 that I caught. I had full control of it. I could turn it. I could do what I needed to do with it. But like I said, a little bit more backbone. So probably the flipping version or the frogging version would probably be a decent version. Also want to try the spinnerbait version. I think they have a Blade Runner version or something like that. I want to try that version. I hope it's a little bit shorter than this freestyle. But that's my overall review of the Kast Assegai and the Spro Jason Christie Elite.